Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hi, my name is Erica, and today I'm going to talk about somebody who's probably popped up on your YouTube feed at some point, because I kept getting videos from him even before I would click to watch them. So I don't know if he's maybe like paying to advertise on YouTube. It doesn't really matter, but he keeps showing up on my YouTube feed for one reason or another, and I have to look up his name to be able to say it because he has a long last name, so I'm gonna have to sound it out and hopefully it's correct. So I believe that is pronounced Sean Nalewanyj. I'll put it up on the screen. I can be bad at pronouncing things, but he does a lot of fitness shorts, and he is kind of like those gym bros, dude bros type people who shames people if he thinks their workout is like wimpy or not good enough. And so of course I have a lot of thoughts on that, so if you would like to hear those, then just keep watching. Okay, and I'm clicking on his profile right now, and I'm gonna look up, because he did one video where he like reacted to something that Pilates did, and he's like, this is the most useless exercise ever, which is not the case. And we're also gonna read the comments of it. Okay. No, we're not gonna play the ads. So it just shows him just making a face watching the video, like thinking he's funny or something, but he's not actually funny. But I mean, well, lots of people tend to think they're funny when they're not. That's a whole other thing. No, and then there's the record scratching sound, like, hold up. And then he's like, why? Well, why would you do that? What's the point?
Guys, this is not going to do anything as far as...
No. So then he, and I know I'm dictating the video, and if you're able to see it, then you're able to see it. But I try to keep in mind that people may be watching who are blind or have low vision, so sometimes I try to dictate what somebody is doing. But he's like imitating her, because she's doing those weightless bicep curls, which is basically when you lock your two arms, elbows together. I can't do it as well because of my CP, but you lock your two elbows together and you bicep curl. But number one, he's purposefully not engaging his muscles, and he's going super fast, which of course you could be curling dumbbells, but if you're not engaging your muscles and you're just like flopping like that is not gonna do no shit, Sherlock. Like, you're not telling us anything groundbreaking, but it's like you don't have to use weights for it to be effective. Like, of course, if you want to like gain muscle, then you probably should use weights, but not everybody's trying to do that, number one, and not everybody can do that, Sean. Like, you have to realize some people that are disabled cannot use weights, and that's fine. And sometimes they're looking for other alternatives, and that's fine. But not for you, because you have to shame them because you think everybody's body is just like yours, and you think that everybody works out for the same reason that you do, which is not the case. Since I've struggled with an ED, I try to work out mostly for functionality. Like, I'll work on my core and stuff so that I can have core function to be able to do different things.
Oxygen is not a
Wow, so insightful, right? And now I'm gonna watch another one of his videos.
Save 20% on your entire purchase every day. Come into Bed Bath & Beyond for a free 1-year Pilates membership.
So I'm all for the idea that any form of exercise is better than none, but these ridiculous weightless arm workouts are gonna be next to useless for pretty much everyone, okay? No matter what your level of experience is, if you want to achieve noticeable results of some kind, then you need to be training your muscles with some form of active resistance and pushing yourself with reasonable intensity, okay? These goofy little arm movements are not gonna spot reduce fat, they don't tighten or tone anything. It's really just a gimmick and a complete waste of your time.
The video's loading. I was like, did he just stop for a second?
So I'm all for the idea that any form of exercise is better than none. These ridiculous weightless arm workouts are going to be next to useless for pretty much everyone. No matter what your level of experience is, if you want to achieve noticeable results of some kind, then you need to be training your muscles with.
So he's saying that for almost nobody, this wouldn't do anything, which, like, you're not considering, number one, not everybody can hold weights, Sean. Like, you just assume everybody's able-bodied. Okay, Sean, if I ever make merch, maybe it'll say, okay, Sean, because this guy is... He really thinks, you know, at the gym, those people that just like sit around judging you, and it's why you don't want to go to the gym, because you don't want to deal with those obnoxious men who think they know more than everybody else, and they're like, oh, why is she doing that? That does nothing. Shut up, Sean. Nobody asked you. Well, nothing spot reduces fat, you jackass. That's not a thing. Oops. I accidentally clicked on something else. Okay. But, like, no shit, nothing does that. Using weights is not gonna do that either, buddy. I hate to break it to you, but you're not as smart as you seem to think you are. So maybe stop pretending you're better than everybody else. I don't know, just a thought. And now I'm gonna read some of the comments, because I think, and I clicked off of it again, because I saw some that I agreed with, so. Okay, now it's loaded. But my point in this video is that just because something doesn't work for you, or it's not a type of workout that is necessarily for you, doesn't mean it's a bad workout. Like, that's like people who can walk with no issue and stuff saying that seated workouts are stupid. Like, maybe it's not for you, but that doesn't make it bad or, oh, this doesn't work. No, Sean. No, and it's like, so, Pilates, for all of her problematic tendencies, like, she does Pilates, which a lot of times doesn't use weight. A lot of times uses body weight and focuses a lot on improving posture, and it's been used for years. So just because you don't do Pilates doesn't mean that it's stupid or that it doesn't work. Okay, so here's one thing someone wrote. Y'all do know this is Pilates. It's for, I just spit on my iPad. The perks of having CP. Okay. Y'all do know this is Pilates. It's for muscular endurance, not muscle building. And this is made for people who have weak muscular endurance and helps increase muscular strength when you use weight, which is true. Like, not everybody wants to accomplish the same thing or is at the same level as you, and that's okay, Sean. That's okay. My workouts as a disabled woman probably look a lot different than yours, Sean, as someone who seems to be like a dude, bro. And you know what? That's fine. I don't have to shame you, although you seem to want to shame people like me. So, fuck you, but maybe I'm in a bad mood today. I don't know. And then someone else wrote, she's a professional Pilates instructor. She's not giving instructions on how to get jacked muscles like you have. She's showing how to get toned, which is true, because not everybody, first of all, like, building muscle isn't always good for you anyway. Like, people that are super muscular, that does put a lot of strain on your heart, actually. So not everybody wants that, Sean. Not everybody wants to put a strain on their heart. And that's okay. And someone else wrote, just because you're rich doesn't mean you know everything, my guy. And that is very true. A lot of people who think they've been successful at something, which I put successful in air quotes because, sorry, my mom's taping something, so if it's loud, sorry about that. But anyway, but just because you, first of all, success is a very subjective thing. What's successful to one person may not be successful to another person. And number two, just because you've done something doesn't mean it's the right path for everybody and you have the secret. Like, that's why I don't believe in a lot of self-help and all of that BS, because I believe that everybody is an individual. And what works for one person may not work for you, and that's okay. Okay, and another person wrote, Cassie is great. Pilates is different than lifting weights. Both workouts are intense. Before you knock it, give it a try. This is the reason why I only go to an all-women gym. And see, I think that comment really highlights why guys like Sean are so toxic, because they make people feel like if they're not doing exactly what he's doing, exactly how he says, they're gonna be judged. Like, that's why I don't go to the gym, because number one, I'm fucking tired of people calling me an inspiration just for working out. And number two, well, there are plenty of reasons I don't go to the gym. Another one is because of how dirty they are, and it just grosses me out, and they don't smell good. So I would rather work out by myself in my house, or go outside on my bike or something. But also, I don't want to feel like I'm being judged by everybody. So it's like, if you say you want to help people to like work out and stuff, maybe start by not judging everybody. Maybe. Just a thought. But like, it's like, just because something doesn't work for you doesn't mean it's not going to work for someone else. And I mean, another person wrote, toxic masculinity, all muscles, no brain. That's very true. Even though that might be kind of a savage comment to make, I'm not gonna say I disagree with it, because he just seems like a jerk. And the thing is back to the other comment where the person's like, Cassie is great. Pilates is different than lifting weights. Both workouts are intense. Before you knock it, give it a try. And here's the thing, because Sean is gonna say, well, I did give it a try, see? But it's like, no, you didn't, because you purposefully made it not work. You're supposed to really engage your muscles and go slowly. Like, it's not something that you're supposed to do at a cardio pace. If this guy knows as much about working out as he says he does, then why doesn't he seem to understand that doing strength and doing cardio are done at two different paces? And I mean, that goes for whether you're doing body weight strength or if you're lifting weights. Like, you don't want to do crunches super fast, because that's not really going to help you. You're supposed to really engage your muscles and control the movement. And I'm not a personal trainer, but I know that much. And this guy seems to not. And I know this was a bit of a different video than I would normally do, but I think it's important to point out some toxic mindsets that probably would have hurt me a lot when I was younger, but now I know better. So I want to help other people to kind of see that behavior and be like, wait a minute, this isn't true. Just because you're saying it's true doesn't make it true. And that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it or if you learned something, please give it a big thumbs up. And I do not want to take my mic off. And if you have not already and you are interested in seeing more of my content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.